Alright, welcome back to the channel everyone. As always, thank you for taking time out of your day to check the videos out. I always appreciate the support. We have more PlayStation news, rumors, and leaks to go over and discuss in today's video. So before we dive into these topics, do me a big favor and hit the like button to help the video out and show your support. It helps more than you know. And if you are new here to the channel, hit the subscribe button as well. The first topic we're going over talks about Haven Studio, which is Jade Raymond's new studio. They're working on a AAA PlayStation 5 title. Sony has partnered with the studio, but not only do we have new information about the studio and the game they're working on, but we're also learning that PlayStation 5 architect Mark Cerny is actually helping Haven Studios on their new game. So if we go over to Twitter, we have Nebellion breaking down some of the key points and some of the important information we learned regarding this interview with Jade Raymond and Haven Studio. First, they say the game is coming to both PS5 and PC. The company, that being Haven Studio, has tripled in size. First game, the game that they're making right now, will be persistent and scalable / an evolving online environment. And the team wants to push the PS5 console and will collaborate with Mark Cerny. So the first point here is something that people are paying attention to because it's becoming more evident that any game Sony has in development that is going to be a live service game will very likely release day and date on PC. And I do think this will be true for Sony's first party studios as well. Any first party studio that is working on a live service game, don't be surprised if you see it released day and date on PC. They're letting us know that Haven has tripled in size, which is great news. This is a big team. This is obviously a AAA game they're working on. Now, the part where he says first game, it's going to be persistent and scalable, an evolving online environment. I mean, it's really difficult to say what type of game this is going to be, but it sounds certainly unique and interesting. And I think a lot of us are certainly going to be eager to learn what this game is actually going to be. But in regards to the first game comment, if I read the article correctly, it was translated from French. It sounds like Haven was making it sound like Sony wanted to make a deal for 2, 3, or more games from them, or they wanted multiple games from them. But right now they're just focusing on one game, and it just seems like Sony has a lot of interest in the studio, so they must really like what they're working on. And finally, when it comes to Mark Cerny collaborating on this, it really does seem like they are trying to do something crazy with the PS5. So there is a quote where it says, "Our ambition will be to push the technical capabilities of the console further." This is what Jade Raymond said. So yeah, I mean, when Mark Cerny's getting involved, a lot of people are joking, saying they're working on a NAC 3 live service, and it's funny that people would say that, but I think that this is pretty interesting, and I'm certainly going to be paying attention to the studio and paying attention to what they end up creating and how they plan to push the PS5 console. We talked at the launch of the PS5 about how much engineering went into the PS5 and how there are things put in place here that can potentially future-proof it and allow for certain things, down the line. And, Haven Studio could very well end up being one of these studios that does something special with this hardware, but we'll have to wait and see. And so, yeah, that's the latest we have on Haven Studio. Next up, we're talking about SOCOM. There is some discussion happening online that maybe we're hearing from a potentially reliable insider that SOCOM is coming back. Now, I don't want to, get anybody overly excited. I'm going to tell you right now, you really got to be careful with this one, because I am somebody who absolutely wants to see SOCOM return. I'm confident that Guerrilla Games, their second team, is working on a SOCOM game, and I hope they are. That would be awesome. But apparently, reading from the Gaming Leaks and Rumors Reddit, Colin Moriarty confirms SOCOM is coming back in the Sacred Symbols Discord. And if you look at the image, it was an individual saying, "Can we please get SOCOM? It boggles my mind how much of a missed opportunity it is not having that around, especially during the rise of esports." And Colin simply replies with, "SOCOM will come back." Now, this is where I want to caution everybody. I really don't know that we should look at this as Colin Moriarty explicitly confirming, like, yep, SOCOM is in the works and it's happening. It very well could be he's just saying at some point it will come back. I wanted to bring this up because I want to let you know that this is what's being said. I don't know that it's confirmation. Frankly, I hope this is what Colin Moriarty is alluding to. I hope he's basically trying to nudge everybody and say, hey, yeah, SOCOM is coming back, guys, and he does know, because I think that that would be awesome. We know that Sony has a bunch of live service games in development. I think SOCOM would make a lot of sense right at this point in time, but as always, we are going to have to sit tight and wait, and I would assume that if SOCOM is going to come back, we will likely learn about it in the coming months. So you guys make of that what you will, and let me know your thoughts about it down below. Next up, we have something very interesting. Sony AI and Gran Turismo 7 developer Polyphony Digital set to announce a breakthrough project. So this is reading from the Sony AI Twitter, where they say, coming soon on February 9th, our team is excited to launch our gaming flagship and announce a breakthrough project in AI created through a collaboration with Polyphony Digital and Sony Interactive Entertainment. Now, I don't really know what this is going to be. I am going to sit here and say it's probably not going to be anything like too crazy or too mind-blowing, but it's something that they're kind of out here letting us know, hey, you might want to pay attention to this. It's going to be some kind of big breakthrough. And so, you know, it's anybody's guess really what this could be, but I know that GT7 is right around the corner, and a lot of people are getting very excited about this. A lot of people who watch my videos are big fans of Gran Turismo 7, so I wanted to let you know about this so you can pay attention on February 9th, and if it is something significant, I'll be sure to report on it. But there you go. That's, you know, what we're hearing from Sony AI. Next up, we're talking about PlayStation VR 2 and how Sony is apparently still in talks with a vendor specifically for the eye tracking technology. This is reading from PlayStation Universe, where they say Sony Interactive Entertainment and Tobii AB are in talks for the company to provide the eye tracking technology for the upcoming PSVR 2 headset. That's literally all we know right now on the subject, with Tobii not commenting on anything further or a possible partnership. They're not really letting us know explicitly, you know, whether or not this is something they're going to do. But this has led some people to speculate that maybe PlayStation VR 2 is a little bit further out than we thought. Now, if my understanding of this is correct, this is going to be some type of software that's implemented into the headset, and it seems that the headset is final and everything else regarding it is final, but Sony wants to, I guess, improve the eye tracking technology specifically, and that's why we're hearing about this. It's a little bit strange, so I don't really know exactly what to make of it, but you know, we will have to pay attention to this, and I'm thinking that PSVR 2 is still on track for this year, but I'll be interested to see what you guys have to say about this down in the comments below. And the final topic I have for you guys, which is a pretty random one, but also interesting, says here, reading from WCCF Tech, that Demon's Souls Remake features some new yet to be discovered items. This was revealed by Lance McDonald over on Twitter. He says Bluepoint Games added a number of new items to the Demon's Souls remake that still remain undiscovered. If I knew how to get them myself, I would. I just know that they exist in the data. If we ever get a PlayStation 5 jailbreak, maybe I'll be able to figure it out. But for now, all I know is there's 4 undiscovered items and what they're called. And somebody says perhaps they're not obtainable in game, and he replies by saying it's possible. If I ever get confirmation they're impossible to get, I'll talk about what I know, but I don't want to ruin any Easter egg hunting by spoiling the surprise via data mining. So this is pretty interesting, because I know that Bluepoint Games put like a secret set of armor in the game that was really, really difficult to obtain, and it was a big Easter egg, and it was kind of a big deal when players discovered it, because they're like, whoa, this is pretty sick. You know, this is them putting their own original content into the game and making it so that only the most dedicated players will get it. Now we're hearing Lance McDonald saying that there's 4 undiscovered items, and he will not say what these items are, because he's thinking maybe there's a chance they are linked to some kind of Easter egg that has yet to be discovered. So we'll have to wait maybe to hear from Bluepoint or somebody who would know, you know, whether or not these items are actually possible to obtain. But I just thought that that was a really interesting piece of information regarding Demon's Souls. So yeah, you guys can let me know your thoughts on that, but that's going to do it for the video, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. I hope you did find it informative. Again, leave it a like if you did, subscribe if you're new, hit the bell notification icon, and feel free to share the video out on top of all that. But until next time, guys, take care.